everyone. This week is going to be a bit different. I'm starting a new series called Fashion Flip, where I take old garments that are ill-fitted that I never wear, and I turn them into things that I would wear every single day. Today it's going to be a blazer that you can see I'm drawing here is the final product with very fitted darts, shorter sleeves, interesting golden trim on the bottom with a mesh background, and it's just overall going to have a much more dress appeal rather than a jacket look. Blazer dresses are something that have been showing up on the runways and they're becoming a lot more trendy, so it kind of inspired me to revamp this ill-fitted enormous blazer that I had sitting in my closet that I had never worn. So let's get into it. So this is the blazer itself. As you can see, it is very oversized. The sleeves are quite long. I will be shortening them to 3/4. And overall, the waist is just very big, and I intend to take in the waist, shorten the sleeves, and add the trim on the bottom to make it more interesting to look at. To begin with deconstruction, the most important thing is to investigate the jacket seams and darts and the hem, because these are all of the things that I need to take in order to make it fit properly. Now I'm going to be removing the jacket lining from the shell so that I can get into the jacket to take in the seams and darts. I'm using a medium-sized seam ripper to gently take apart the lining from the shell, and this is a very delicate process, so it has to be done with much care. Now that I'm on the inside of the jacket, I have to investigate the inside since I'm essentially performing a jacket surgery. I did realize that there were 2 fake pockets on the sides of the jacket, and that kind of made me a little bit frustrated because the pockets looked very real, but they had no actual purpose. They did interfere with the 2 side seams, so at this stage I realized that I could only take in the 3 center back darts to fit the jacket. Now I'm going to be detaching the sleeve lining from the shell. It is the same process with the seam ripper that I did with the hem. Additionally, I did notice that the buttons actually did not open, so I made an executive decision to remove all of them. Now that I'm inside of the jacket, I'm going in with my tailor's chalk to mark about where I believe I can take it in order to make it fit properly. But to be precise, I'm going to take my waist measurement and subtract it from the full width of the jacket so that I can know exactly how many inches I need to take in each center back seam. In this case, I'm going to be taking in the jacket about 24 centimeters, and I'm just going to be dividing that by 3 and then marking the amount in each seam with my tailor's chalk so that I can be more exact when I'm going in to sew. The most important thing to something being sewn effortlessly and clean is pinning. And this is something that a lot of people neglect to do because it's such a time-consuming process. However, I always find success when pinning 2 seams together. I always point the pins opposite of the direction of the seam. If it's going downwards, then I will put the pins in the opposite direction, because then they are flat and you can easily sew across them down the line as you're sewing. Since I was cinching in the waist, I needed to blend the seams that were already there at the top and the bottom into the cinched part in the waist. So pinning really helped for me to blend it all together so that it creates one smooth line and there are no crinkles in the end product. Now I'm going to be sewing the 3 center back seams where I cinched in the waist. Additionally, I'm going to be sewing the sleeves at the new shorter 3/4 length. And for this, I had to turn the sleeves inside out to attach the lining to the hem of the sleeve. The most important thing when doing this is to make sure that the 2 right sides of the lining and the shell of the sleeves are facing each other when you sew them, so when you turn it all inside out, you only see the clean edges. The most beautiful thing that sewing taught me over the years is that patience truly is a virtue. The best thing about a structured garment is adding a little bit of handwork to show a more delicate touch. The embroidered tulle was very soft and fine, so I didn't want any evidence of a machine, and also then you could hide the stitches a bit more when a machine is always clear and obvious. So I just kind of sporadically placed the stitch at the top and a little bit at the bottom, and off camera I also attached the lining again to the shell of the jacket, which finalized the look. This is the final look. I am really happy with how it turned out. It is a lot more fitted now and can be worn many different ways. You can wear it as a day blazer over jeans and a t-shirt. You can also wear it with tights and like a small romper or a dress underneath as a kind of blazer dress look to layer. Overall, I'm really pleased and I have already been wearing it quite a bit this week. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing one of these fashion flips every couple of weeks. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing. So be safe, be well. We look forward to seeing you in the next one.